You're very welcome back to the programme. Now, it is Mental Health Awareness Week, and over the course of the week, we are going to be covering a range of different topics, all related to it. Yesterday, we saw St Patrick's University Hospital launch their radio station, Upbeat On Air. Today, we're looking at internet and social media addiction and at what you can do if you think you may have a problem. Well, our reporter, Aisling Reardon, has this report.
Buy it, use it, break it, fix it, trash it, change it, mail, upgrade it, chart it, point it, zoom it, press it, snap it, work it, quick erase it.
It's 25 years since the World Wide Web was invented, and little did we think then what impact the internet would have, in both good ways and in bad. If we take social media, a past study by Chicago University Booth Business School found that it could be even more addictive than cigarettes or alcohol. The Irish Association for Counselling and Psychotherapy has come out to highlight the increase in online addiction here.
The reports we're getting is that there's increasing numbers of people are saying that they're finding it harder to control the amount of time that they're spending online, on the internet, and particularly with social media. And it's a particular phenomenon with younger people. We have had reports of very young children having problematic behaviour with iPads and tablets of all sorts, and the ease of access via Wi-Fi, which is almost everywhere, it's pretty pervasive. It makes it so much simpler to get online all the time and have a look at it. And people used to say to us that you get onto a school bus in the morning and it'd be really noisy because the kids would be having fun and talking and excited, and now you can get onto a school bus in the morning and it's quite quiet and all the heads are down and the kids are on a phone. There are real issues sometimes where children can get so engrossed with the technology that they don't want to give it back. I mean, I have children myself and I know that they've never volunteered to hand back an iPad or a phone. I always have to take it off them. So it's important as parents that we keep an eye out and create boundaries. So don't ban it completely because that takes it away and it feels like a punishment, but create boundaries around it like you would with anything and make sure they go outside.
New figures released by the polling firm Ipsos MRBI say 61% of Irish adults use Facebook, the same number as 12 months ago. Although it seems to have peaked, users look at it far more frequently than any other social media platform. So how do we know if we're addicted? Well, there's the Bergen Facebook Addiction Scale, and here's the criteria. You spend a lot of time thinking about it. You feel the urge to use the platform more and more. You use it to forget about personal problems. You have tried to cut down on the use of Facebook without success. You become restless or troubled when you can't use it or use is prohibited. And finally, you use Facebook so much that it has a negative impact on your job or studies. Now, throughout the day, many of us are glued to our mobiles and our iPads, and experts say we're missing out on quality relationships with our friends and family and beautiful views like this one in Bray. So what do the locals think? So how many times a day would you be on Facebook?
It's more than 100. More, like, just popping on and off all the time, you know what I mean? It's more, even people do be on it more than that.
Yes, the young people are very addicted to it. Yeah, I have a grandson myself, never off it. I think it's terrible.
My 17-year-old wouldn't be into IT at all, whereas my 7-year-old's more interested in iPads and technology than he would be.
Yeah, I'm interested in knowing what's going on in the world as regards such, but I don't think it's a good idea for youngsters, especially once they come along, they're no sooner into school, there's a mobile, it's like as if it's glued to their hand.
I would normally go on Facebook to check, get me notifications, who was messaging me, keeping in touch with friends that I've moved away from and all. That's what Facebook's mainly for.
Well, my husband is on Facebook. I do not want everybody knowing all about me. I'm quite happy just to have my own little private.
Now, it's important to stress that most people won't develop a serious problem. But if you are worried, what do the experts recommend you do?
So what I would say is take the great digital detox challenge. See how far you can go without doing it. So make a decision. I'm not going to go on to social media for the next 24 hours or 2 days or 3 days or a week. See how far you go and see how you feel about it, because you're missing out on lots of things that you don't realise you're missing out on because you're always online. Like with anything, don't suffer in silence, don't suffer alone. There is help there and it does work. So I would say contact your local counsellor or psychotherapist, or go into your GP and discuss it with them, and they'll always be able to advise you where to go and get help.
And while the internet has changed so much since it began, it'll be very interesting to see what it will develop into over the next 25 years.
Aisling reporting there, and we'll have lots more on Mental Health Week over the course of the next 3 days.